The Buffalo Sabres and the St. Louis Blues made a blockbuster trade in the NHL. The Buffalo Sabres shipped Ryan Miller and Steve Ott to the St. Louis Blues in exchange for Jaroslav Halak, Chris Stewart, William Nylander. No, maybe that's not the guy I'm thinking of. But he played for the Owen Sound Attack. And they got a 2015 first round pick. It was a big trade that happened in the NHL today. And the reason I wanted to acknowledge it was because I think this trade gives the St. Louis Blues a short-term window of opportunity to get to the Stanley Cup. And if the Blues don't make it this year with Ryan Miller, then they're just not that good. Ryan Miller's not a franchise goalie, and it's just not going to work out. And the Buffalo Sabres, they needed to make a change. You have the NHL's worst record, and it's the fact that you've got no offensive identity, no defense, and you're just not getting the job done. And Steve Ott, the Sabres captain, he's capable of playing defensively at a high level, but things weren't working out in Buffalo. William Carrier, a 19-year-old NHL draft prospect, he was involved in the deal. Chris Stewart was involved in this deal. They're getting a 2015 first-round pick from the Blues. No. Goaltender Halak, forward Chris Stewart, first-round pick in the 2015. So the Sabres will get the Blues 2015 first-round pick. So they'll have 2 first-round picks this year and 2 next year. So the Sabres will continue to stockpile those picks. And this was a deal that was too good for the Sabres to pass up on. Having a guy like Chris Stewart on your first line, along with your left winger, whether it be a guy like Thomas Vanek or... No, you traded Vanek, but Chris Stewart will make things happen as a line 1 right winger, which is something the Sabres have needed for a while. I think they made a really good choice here by making this deal, and I think the Blues made a good choice as well, because now you have TJ Oshie as that left winger in his own. You've got Steve Ott. He can be that playmaker center. He can also play good defense, and you've got Ryan Miller, a stout, surefire goalie. Halak's a great keeper, but he's not that stout goalie that can be that elite guy. And you're going to need that guy in the NHL playoffs if you expect to beat a powerhouse like the Chicago Blackhawks or the Anaheim Ducks. And I think Ryan Miller is capable of getting the St. Louis Blues to the Stanley Cup. I'd love to see a Blues versus Lightning Stanley Cup matchup. But at the end of the day, we're probably going to get Penguins versus Blackhawks, which happens to be airing tomorrow at Soldier Field as part of the Stadium Series on NBC, which Draft Utopia will have an article of. We'll also have an article of the Baltimore Orioles. We're going to start doing season previews for the MLB, since the MLB regular season is going to take place in April. We'll start knocking out those season previews, and you can read those up on the Baseball Utopia section of draftutopia.com. Thanks for listening to this video, and I think the Sabres will benefit long-term, but short-term, the next year or two, the St. Louis Blues definitely got the better end of this transaction by acquiring goaltender Ryan Miller.